Tell us what attracted you here from Coastal Carolina. I mean, you had a past relationship with Coach Golish. So how did it all work?
Really, when I entered the portal, Golish was the first guy I talked to, and we had the relationship in high school, so it kind of just led from there. I trust him. I ran this offense in high school, so I was really comfortable with my decision and making my decision to come here. So it was kind of a set decision.
What was he like as a recruiter back when you were in high school?
Same guy who he is today. He really hasn't changed at all. High intent guy. He's going to tell you the truth. He's going to tell you what you're coming into and how he can help you grow as a player and as a man. So yeah, Golish, he's a great guy. I love him. So yeah.
What did, anyways, I mean, when you choose a place that hasn't had, the results, the win-loss results in the past couple of years, to a place that, coming from a place that did, was anybody like, wait, what do you do? Like, wait, what? I mean, what was it, you said it was an easy decision, but I mean, is it, how easy was it?
It was a tough decision, because of course the winning side of things. But me as a player, I wanted to grow as a player and grow as a quarterback, not just winning football games, but growing as a person. And winning will come with that. And I know Golish has the tools to be successful for winning football games, but he also has the tools to grow a quarterback and put a quarterback in the NFL.
If a coach is watching you on film, what's he going to notice? What's going to jump off the film?
Definitely, I'm a playmaker. I make things happen in the pocket and outside the pocket. I'm great at extending the play and making plays.
Are you looking to run, or how would you describe just your mobility and how you use it?
I would say I'm a pass first guy and run when I have to.
But you can break it off when you need to.
Yes, sir.
What's kind of the transition? You said this offense was similar to what you did in high school. So what's the transition been like? Obviously, this is a higher level.
The offense in high school, like Coach Gordon said, there was 3 levels. Now there's 20 levels here. So I mean, it's basically in high school I had the base of it. Now it's just more stories and more levels to the offense. So it's been smooth, but I'm also learning a lot more than what it was in high school.
Where do you think where do you think you made kind of the biggest strides so far since you got here?
As of right now, I would say keeping my poise in the pocket, not wanting to scramble too early, trying to just stay in there, take the shots when I need to, and make a play happen in the pocket before I extend the play.
So when it's you or actually any quarterback and you start spring ball and you talk about 20 stories, do you go through a phase of, man, how are we going to do this? And then it gets better? Like when you see what you've got to study and execute, does it seem like a lot? And then it gets better?
I would say at first it seems like a lot, but Coach Gordon, he does a great job with helping us learn the offense, and in the meeting rooms we'll start off on one play and we'll study that play for 5 minutes, and he'll talk through everything we have to know, and having the iPads to write it down and study with the installs, that helps a lot. So I would say it's a lot at first when you get it, but when you start studying it and you prepare how you need to, it's way easier on the field.
Where are you now in terms of feeling like I just do this? I'm not thinking.
So from the first week to now, I would say there's a big difference. First week I was kind of overwhelmed, I was thinking more than I was doing, but now I'm kind of just doing, and the thinking is coming secondhand. So it's way easier now.
What is that quarterback room like with a guy like Gary and Byrum who were here last year and know the lay of the land?
So quarterback room is great. When I first got here, they welcomed me in, open arms. Gary's been a great guy, coaching us, teaching us with his experience, going through Baylor and coming here and having the experience playing. He's taught us a lot of things in the room. Byrum, that's one of my good friends now that we just hang out and stuff. So it's kind of good to have that relationship, even when you're in competition. So that I would say it's good.
What do you see as the strengths of this offense? Most of the way through spring ball at this point.
Move fast, play fast, and get the defense not lined up and run a play when they're not lined up. So that helps a lot. When going fast, you move the ball fast, you score fast, and tire out the defense.
So you guys obviously, technically, you're in competition. You all want one thing, and it seems like you're getting along very well. You're good friends. How do you balance that when you deep down you're all pursuing something that you want desperately?
I would say it's really a balance between it. It's not much far from it. The competition comes, but you're also that's another person that you want to get better and you want to see succeed at the same time. Even though there's a competition, I would say it's a competition, but there's also a brotherhood in the room.
What have you learned in your football life about just being ready? Quarterbacks are named, but there's always injuries. I mean, is it just you know by now that hey, regardless of what they say on day one, it could change? Yeah. In high school, I've kind of learned that being behind a 4-star quarterback. So I've always had to be ready, and when my number is called, even in the bowl game last year when my number was called, I had to be ready. Even though I was young and I didn't think I was going to play, I had to be ready. Who are you behind? 4-star.
Carlos Del Rio.
Well, what did you know about USF before Golish and the staff started recruiting?
I knew it was a great place. I obviously looked at the record, but I mean that didn't really shy me away from anything. I knew it was in Tampa, great community, great people around here. Obviously open arms to bring me in here, so I knew it was a great place to be.
Thank you, Bryce.
Sorry,
Appreciate you.
one more if I can.
Okay.
What was Grayson like to play with? Obviously, everybody looks at the highlights and what he's capable. So what did you see from him?
I would say the same thing as Gary. He's an older dude. He's gonna put you under his wing. He's gonna take you with him. He's a great teacher, great guy on and off the field. He taught me a lot of things with everything really.
What are you gonna do with all those teal shirts?
I do not have those anymore. I'm a Bull.
So what's your overview on how you're feeling about the way you're performing in this new offense and spring ball?
The way I'm performing, I mean, I feel like I've grown from day one. I mean, day one was a little rocky. You don't know what you're entirely doing. You watch it on film. It looks easy on film, but you go out to the field and it's obviously different. But just being able to see my growth from day one to now, practice 11 today, it's just been pleasing to see. I know I have a lot more to go, so I'm eager to see where that goes.
What about your kind of comfort level and growth from your first college practice? A lot's happened to you since then.
Yes, sir. Just my confidence level, knowing that I belong out there from when last year, as a freshman, you go and you're not really sure, even though you're recruited and you're offered to play, you still have to make that initial jump and know that you're able to do it on the field, in scrimmages, and then into the game. So just growing as a player, my knowledge, play style, all that.
When you look back at the playing time that you got last year, what stands out in your mind about that experience, about getting that opportunity and then what you were able to do on the field?
Just preparing. Every day I was prepared as if I was a starter. I had GB in front of me, Timmy in front of me when he was here, Trey in front of me, and then when Timmy left, just GB and Trey, and just learning from those guys day in and day out of practice and seeing what they did and what I could do, just finding the mix of who I will be out on the field and just preparing. And then, like I said, last year, they took me under their wings. They still have me under their wings. They help me out each and every day, be the best Byrum I can be.
Obviously, the system and the coaches and some of the players are different now from then, but how much did those last couple of games last year, how much is that helping you now?
Those last couple of games, I mean, game experience is much different than practice. I mean, anyone can say that, and I felt that when I got out there. But I mean, I feel like it's helping, just the confidence level as well. I mean, just knowing that I can do that out on the field, just bringing it to each and every practice and knowing what it's going to take in order to win in a game. So just knowing what is expected in a game and what I have to do in order to win.
And you heard Coach Gordon earlier talk about how much you liked your ability to take care of the ball, and every coach loves that. Not every quarterback has that ability. You apparently have always had that as part of your game. Why do you think that's so? Is that your preparation? Is it just the way you approach the game, or why do you stay away from mistakes so much?
Stay away from mistakes because you can't win with a lot of mistakes, and that's what Coach Golish preaches, Coach Gordon preaches. So, I guess going back to when I played Little League, you have to do push-ups or a punishment when you throw an interception, fumble. Just being able to take care of the ball and knowing that that's what allows you to win. That's like your family. Like Coach Merritt says, treat it as if it's a baby because you don't want to drop a baby, you don't want to give a baby away, especially if it's yours. So just taking that mindset and implementing it into my play is just something that was instilled in me as a kid.
When a mistake happens, or you just what happens there for you? Or is that the worst thing if you do turn it over?
If a mistake happens, I just clap and clear. I mean, give a clap, on to the next play. You can't let it linger because then that turns into the next play and the next play. So I just clap and clear and go to the next play.
What have been kind of your impressions of Coach Golish? What do you like about him?
Very intense. I mean, every morning he comes into the quarterback room, ends up saying, have a great day. We don't like that, so I check him and say, have an elite day. He's a big elite guy. So just his high intensity, his eagerness to work, eagerness to teach and get this offense rolling and get this team rolling. So just his attitude.
How do you think this offense suits your game? What you're best at?
This offense suits my game well. I mean, play fast, get the ball out to the playmakers, let them make plays for you. That's all the quarterback's job is at the end of the day. Getting the ball out to the receivers, let them go make a play. Get the ball out to the running back, let them go make a play. Tight ends as well. So just being able to get the ball out and let them do the work for you.
You know, whether it's quarterback or any sport, a young guy, I guess people just expect mistakes or expect mentally not to be there, but you came in and were that steady guy. Looking back, does that surprise you, or you just feel like you're ready? When they call me, that's what I'm going to do.
I felt like I was ready. I mean, like I said, prepared. My parents instilled that in me as a kid. Always prepared to be the guy. And when that opportunity comes, don't shy away from it because those opportunities don't come often. So make the most of it. And I felt like that's what I did. And looking back at it, I'm pleased that that happened. Like that I was able to go out there and perform at a good level and just do what it took.
In the room, you know, I know GB last year, he kind of said you're his little brother and all that, and now you're fighting big brother for the job potentially. Bryce in the mix, maybe some others. What's the vibe of the room in terms of how you guys interact with each other and work together?
Just a brotherhood. I mean, we can all learn from each and every one of us. Me and Bryce and Ryan and Gunnar and Gavin all learn from GB. I'm pretty sure GB takes some things away from us. It's no animosity. And that's, I mean, and in the quarterback room last year was no animosity as well. Just a group of guys that play the same position but treat each other as family and brothers. So that's how we look at it. Even though it's competition at the end of the day, we're just a brotherhood. That's all I can say.